Amateur lightweights, Guiditta versus Nakia Brown, two very talented 155-pound Ammies.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is for 3 rounds at 3 minutes apiece. Please turn your attention to the blue corner. He steps in with a record of 8-7. His height is 5'7". His weight is 155 pounds. He trains with the garage and comes to you from Citronelle, Alabama. His name is Nick the Chief Guiditta! And in the red corner, he steps in with a record of 7-3. His height is 6'0" and his weight 155. He trains with TWCBB out of Valerie, Louisiana. Please welcome Nakia the Great Brown! Andy Law will be refereeing this fight.
This is the 16th amateur bout for Nick Guiditta, enters 8-7. The 11th for Nakia Brown, enters 7-3. Brown, a Louisiana high school wrestling state runner-up.
Well, he certainly wins the wardrobe contest. I need to give me a pair of those shorts. wear them for my wife. I think she'll like it.
Brown in those multicolored trunks, solid black for Nick Guiditta.
Man, they're getting after it.
Not much wrestling going on in this one.
Big swings, big lands.
Somebody's going to sleep in this fight. If they keep up this pace, there's no way that both these guys are going to make it.
Trying to take the back now, just the seatbelt, hooking the leg, getting high in the right is Nakia Brown. Good scramble from Guiditta. Nearly a standing rear naked choke.
That was a good move by Brown to hook that leg because he was almost in danger of falling over.
Open guard now, fighting from the bottom, Guiditta. Trying to get back to his feet. More big swings from Nakia Brown.
Man, I like that. Him getting up, not trying to throw strikes, getting back to his feet and giving himself a chance.
Tight half guard from Guiditta. Brown very explosive, very active.
Guiditta is also a high school wrestler. So, maybe the wrestling cancels each other out. He's certainly looking for that armbar.
Absolutely, Guiditta, you see, walking up, looking for the armbar, trying to snatch the right arm and go belly down on Brown.
If he rolls all the way over to his other side, even if he doesn't get the armbar, he still sweeps him, ends up on top, and may even look for another submission.
125 remaining, a very entertaining round number 1 in the amateur lightweight division. Guiditta still going hard for the armbar, trying to straighten out.
He just needs to roll away from Brown to end up on top. It's going to be really hard to finish this belly down armbar if he doesn't even have his hands broken.
Stalemate position on the armbar attempt. You see the punches to the body of Brown, thrown and landed by Nick Guiditta.
Brown looked up at the referee for a second there. You don't need to worry about that. You need to defend the strikes.
On the step over, from defense to offense goes Nakia Brown. Now one hook in. Again looking rear naked choke. Brown once again getting very, very high.
Brown's he can turn over for a Kimura.
Down too high, Guiditta out the back door. Now chest to chest and a knee to the body. Really entertaining from round number 1, and a right hand landed by Nick Guiditta.
The best thing that Nick is doing right here on the cage is his head position. He's making it really uncomfortable for Brown. He can land the strikes. He has the underhook. He's doing everything right here.
Final seconds, opening rounds. Amateur 155-pounders. 8-7 Nick Guiditta versus 7-3 Nakia Brown, and we are headed to round 2.
Exciting first round.
I think Guiditta might have snuck in a low blow there on accident.
You can see the difference in experience, though, between this fight here and some of the previous fights we've had tonight. It's just a little bit different level.
You know, Guiditta has like 16 amateur fights, which is a lot of fights for an amateur. You usually see guys, they have little success early on, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, they turn pro and don't have a very successful career because they weren't properly prepared. So I like the fact that Nick here has, you know, a lot of fights.
Seconds out, heading to round number 2.
Let's see if the second round starts at the same pace the first one does. Brown looks a little winded over here.
He does. His body language during the break was just bad.
Calf kick landed by Guiditta.
You know, the thing about getting tired is that mouth kind of hangs open a little bit, making it more susceptible to the knockout.
Hands have definitely lowered for Nakia Brown early stages of round number 2 from what we saw in his striking guard in round 1.
You know, I think this is the best that Nick has ever looked in a fight. You know, he looks crisp. He's bending at the knees and ankles and not the waist.
Looking for the takedown on the double leg.
He's just fighting a phenomenal athlete right now.
Brown was backing up, taking the punches of Guiditta, exploding into that double for the takedown. Now Guiditta closing guard and opening. Guiditta trying to shrimp in posture. You see, put himself against the fence so he can explode back to his feet.
You know, I think that's kind of the evolution of MMA. I think early on, you know, the guy on top would want to push the guy to the cage so that he couldn't get up. Now the guys have gotten hip to the game and use the cage to actually get up. So the grappling exchanges take place in the middle of the cage.
Nearly a step over in the full mount for Brown. If he just swings his right knee higher, he will have seated mount. Nicely done on the switch by Guiditta.
Nailed it.
And hits a slam of his own, moves to top position now on the ground. A lot of energy, though, of course, Eric, to lift your opponent up that high.
Oh, yeah, it takes a lot of energy, but, you know, he can really take the back right here. Brown let go of that underhook. You need those wizards, those overhooks, and underhooks.
I know I'm noticing that this is the second or third time we've seen this tonight, but the fighters are starting to look at the big screen that's playing the fight a little bit more often. I don't know if it's distraction or if it's helping or what, but they're watching themselves.
I think they're looking at that clock ticking away.
100% they are. Fighters are always during a live fight, not on replays.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, he threw up.
He threw up in the ring.
Oh, that's over. Yeah, you can't throw up, man. Yeah, that's a TKO.
Recognized immediately by referee Andy Law, and this fight is over.
Yeah.
That was a rule enacted under the unified rules of MMA and the ABC in 2017.
Phenomenal performance by Nick here. You know, he started off the first round, a little adversity, battled through, and was able to push the pace so hard that Brown started throwing up.
If you vomit or defecate in the cage or in the ring, and both things do happen and have happened, the fight is immediately over. It's a biohazard. TKO loss for Nakia Brown. Obviously hugely disappointed, but that's the end of this fight.
You know, those are those little things that you don't even think about in the course of training. You know,
The way they're acting, though, I'm not for sure that they're going to call this. Look, they've not.
he already waved it off, I thought. The referee Andy Law is talking to the.
But they're shutting the
commission.
cage door.
This fight should be over. That's a TKO.
Absolutely. Under the unified rules of MMA, it should be over.
If the referee has to explain to the coach in the middle of a fight, it's not a good look.
Also, you think of the fairness factor. Nakia Brown vomits. He gets this timeout.
Right.
And would he be allowed to continue?
No, they've.
Yeah,
They're bringing them in.
This fight has to be over, and it is. That is the rule. And Alabama does follow the unified rules of MMA as put forth by the Association of Boxing Commissions. Vomit is a biohazard. Fighters obviously don't like it, but that is it. A TKO victory for Nick Guiditta. That's a medical TKO win as Nakia Brown vomits in the cage in round number 2.
I'm not sure what he ate or what it was that you know, made him throw up maybe some body shots. Going up and down and getting taken on those rods with those takedowns, you know, sometimes that can hurt your stomach a little bit as well.
That was the fight of the night.
I believe so. Yeah,
Outstanding.
yeah. They got to it. They didn't waste any time.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the second round, referee Andy Lau has called a stop to this fight. Your winner, Nick the Chief Guiditta!
So officially that goes down as a TKO due to medical. Nakia Brown vomiting in a very hard-fought bout back and forth with Nick Guiditta. It's StrikeHard 54, a part of V2 Digital Fighting Series.